Cheating with the business partner is some nasty work. This guy cannot say he was blindsided.
The business partner affair. Am I the a-hole for exposing my husband's affair and tanking his business? I, 35F, married Ethan, 37M, 9 years ago. We built a life together. Nice house, 2 kids, the suburban dream. Ethan owned a marketing agency with his business partner, Todd. The business was doing great. Life seemed perfect. Then Ethan started working excessive hours, including weekends. He said they'd landed major new clients and needed to hustle. I believed him. I wanted to be supportive. He'd come home exhausted, barely talk, and fall asleep immediately. Our intimacy disappeared. He was always too tired or stressed. When I tried to discuss it, he'd get irritated and say I didn't understand the pressure he was under. I suggested couples therapy. He refused, saying we didn't need it. Then our daughter, 7F, said something odd. Daddy was kissing Uncle Todd's wife at the office when I brought him lunch. I thought she misunderstood what she saw. Kids misinterpret things, but it nagged at me. I decided to surprise Ethan at work with dinner. I'd called ahead to Todd's assistant, pretending to be a client, and knew Ethan would be there late. I brought the kids' favorite takeout and drove to his office building. The office lights were on. I went up and used the key Ethan had given me years ago. What I walked into destroyed me. Ethan and Sarah, Todd's wife, 34F, were having sex on the conference table. Not a kiss. Full-on sex. They scrambled when they saw me. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I calmly took out my phone and recorded them trying to get dressed, stammering excuses. Then I left. I drove home in shock. I called my sister and asked her to come get the kids. I didn't want them to see me fall apart. Then I fell apart. I cried for hours. The next day, fury replaced sadness. I contacted the best divorce attorney in town. I made copies of everything. Financial records, business documents, texts I found on Ethan's iPad. He'd forgotten to password protect it. Ethan and Sarah had been having an affair for over a year. But here's where it got interesting. I discovered Ethan and Sarah had been using company funds for their affair. Client dinners that were just the two of them. Business trips to luxury resorts with no actual business conducted. Hotel rooms booked on the company card. They'd embezzled tens of thousands from the business. I called Todd. We'd been friendly over the years. I told him everything and showed him the evidence. He was devastated but also furious about the financial aspect. We both filed for divorce immediately. Todd and I also went to the police together. Embezzlement is a crime. We filed a lawsuit to dissolve the business partnership and force Ethan out. We reported the misuse of funds to their major clients. The business collapsed. Clients pulled out when they learned about the ethical violations and financial mismanagement. Ethan was forced to declare bankruptcy. He lost his half of the business, his reputation, and most of his assets in the divorce settlement. Sarah's divorce was equally brutal. Todd had family money and an excellent lawyer. She got minimal support because of her infidelity and theft. Ethan and Sarah tried to make it work. They moved in together, thinking they'd have their happily ever after now that they were free. It lasted 6 months. Turns out an affair built on lies, stolen money, and destroyed families isn't a great foundation. They both wanted someone to blame, and eventually they blamed each other. Ethan's now working for someone else's marketing firm at a junior level. His career never recovered. He lost custody of our kids except for supervised visits because he'd become unstable after everything collapsed. He pays child support but barely affords his studio apartment. I rebuilt my life. I went back to school and got my MBA. I work in corporate strategy now and make excellent money. The kids are thriving. I'm dating someone stable who respects boundaries and honesty. Ethan tried to tell people I overreacted and ruined his life over a mistake. But I didn't ruin his life. He did. And the amount of moves and movement that went into that affair, there was no mistake. I just made sure everyone knew the truth. He chose to cheat, chose to steal, chose to destroy 2 families. Those were his choices. Boy, that was kind of doozy today. Tell me what you guys think about Chinese. Let's talk about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and share.